Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dr. Dave. Fabulous indeed. Now, for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today, I haven't had a beer from this brewery in a long time. That's got to stop. I need more beer from this brewery. This is from the Yazoo Brewing Company. That's right, Yazoo. They're located in Nashville, Tennessee, and this is the Gerst Amber Ale. Now, it doesn't have any particulars here on the bottle. I thought it was a law that you had to print the alcohol by volume on a label, but maybe not in Tennessee. I don't know. But I had to look it up. It's 4.9% alcohol by volume, and the IBUs are 13. So I think this is going to be quite lovely because all the beers I've had in the past from this brewery have been outstanding. Yeah. I used to have a buddy who would send me beers from Tennessee, but he moved and I haven't heard from him since. I don't know. I hope he's well. Yeah, it's a strange thing in life. You know, you make friends on the internet and then one day they pick up and they move or they just stop communicating and you don't know what happened to them. But yeah, he was a young guy and he had just got married, so I'm assuming he settled down, probably had some kids by now, and just needs all the money he can get to feed his kids and pay the mortgage. That's probably what happened. But use this lovely glassware here that I got off Amazon years ago. I like this glass. This is a very interesting glass because it is conic there at the bottom. So as you pour the beer over it, it's going to cascade and it's going to build quite a bit of foam if you're not careful. But so what we'll do here is we can pour it in that way. Even on an amber ale, it's still going to build up some nice foam there. Ooh, a lot of malts in there, I tell you that much. Yeah, it's looking good, huh? Okay, let's get that last little bit in there. Yeah, if you're real smart, Alec, that foam will come right on up over. You got to be careful. Very beautiful dark amber color. Isn't that lovely? Now, the daylight is coming in, but it's on the other side of the building right now. But still, that's a very beautiful looking beer, isn't it? Nice bit of foam on there. It's a beige foam. It's a beige foam, and it's very malty. Mm. A little bit of caramel in there too. Smells like caramel. I bet this is going to be good. I tell you, every beer I've had from Yazoo has been fantastic, and I love their bottle caps. Yazoo, Yazoo. At any rate, let's say cheers to the brewers in Nashville, Tennessee, there for all the hard work they did to brew this batch of beer and bring it to market and get it to guys like me here in Ohio. Many thanks, and cheers to you at home for watching. That's very good indeed. Yeah. Man, that aroma. Mm. Some nice malts in there, some toasted malts in there, and a little bit of caramel. It's faint. It's in there. It's not real up front in your face. What you can do here, as I always do, I just put that spirit stick in there a little bit because I don't like to look at a beer that has absolutely no foam on it. It's not for me. No, I'm spoiled because when the beer movement first started, and I'm talking about, this is back in the 1980s, at least where I lived anyway. 1980s and then more prevalent through the 90s and then it exploded in the 2000s. But I always went to craft beer bars and presentation of their beer is of utmost importance not only to everybody who works there, but for me as well. because I'm the guy drinking it. You bring me a beer that's right up to the top, I don't want it. Now in the UK, that's how they serve their beers because they don't have ice cold beer there. That's not a thing because all their beers are served from pumps and they're about 50, 55 degrees. So yeah, they this beer right here right now is probably about 40, 42, 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, so it's not a lot of people would say this is too cold, especially in the UK. You go to the UK, they don't have cold beer there. They don't have ice cold beer. Ice cold beer is not their thing. They still they love their beer though, I'm telling you. They love their beer. Mm. That's a very easy drinking beer. I would describe this as medium bodied with light to medium carbonation, and this would go well with a variety of meat dishes. Man, this is good. I don't know about a backyard barbecue or picnic. This beer would be a little too heavy for most people, and what I mean by that is they're just put off automatically by the color. Yeah, people look at a beer and they judge it by its color, which is unfortunate because they're missing out on some pretty good beer, right? Well, I'm going to have to stop drinking that, or there won't be anything to take a picture of. But again, this is the Yazoo Brewing Company out of Nashville, Tennessee, and this is the Gerst Amber Ale. If you've never had any beer from Yazoo Brewery, man, look at my recommendations at the end of the video because I tell you where you can buy beers like this. And look in my description box. Look in the description box because I give you links to places that sell this beer if you're interested in trying it. And almost every place that I buy my beer from, they will sell you one bottle. That's the way to buy beer because if you've never had it, it's kind of iffy if you want to buy a six pack of it. If you don't like it, now you got five other bottles or cans you got to deal with. Yeah, that's the way to go. You want to buy a single. So, all right, my friends, life is short. Let's be happy. And oh, almost knocked that over. It was empty. No problem. And to that end, until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best goodbyes. And as always, cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure. But the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast. And if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing Clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.